Well, since I was a kid, I liked very much mathematics and constructing with wooden materials, bridges and towers. Also like very much counters, and of course, maternity instinct. Like very much dolls and other toys. I was a very good pupil in high school, had the best qualifications. I got a golden prize because all the qualities of my in those times I was an excellent person in all sense. Nowadays it has changed. I have to recognize that some change in my attitude to the other persons are quite different from in those times. My grandparent and my father was alive, and um then I was supported by masculine figures that make me to do the things in a right way. Well, after the high school, I didn't know what to career to follow. Perhaps literature. I like very much writing songs, books, reading romantic. I was delightful reading romantic poems. And some persons advised me to follow electronic engineer. I was not very convinced because uh, it was a career for men. Indeed, I wanted to study mathematics in exact university, and or perhaps a chemistry or uh, some uh, some science. Mm, but the reason was that science were little practical, very much theory, and I was afraid that my uh, my thinking always in abstract things where my grandfather told me that it was need for me to make things with hands because was I was always flying in the abstract words. Well, and there was a lot of reason that finally I was delighted to follow in electronic engineer. I finished my career working at the university. I was working at electronic laboratory, making research and development engineer with a lot of advantages because my bosses gave me all instructions, specialization course. One of them was in Belo Horizonte of computer with Japanese equipment, where all the software, hardware, and robotic was near our hand to make use of all the advantage of science and technologies. And the university after gave me a scholarship to research um, about Flickr. And CECIT gave me also a scholarship to make a progress plan of forming engineers in different aspects like informatics or biomedical. And then I enroll, I participate in those groups and collaborated with the professors forming pupils and technicians. And then they encouraged me to teach in a specialist center of the Teacher Street in Caballito in Buenos Aires. The Television Argentine Center. I taught some years and give conference because my participation was crucial in all aspects because I had to develop a long a job of collecting standards and debugging the main items and analyzing and preparing courses and conferences and discussions in the engineer center. And I was very proud because all persons helped me to make successful meetings, and it was in the years of 90. After I worked in Hewlett Packard, first in Acutech, that was depending of Hewlett Packard, and then after teaching at the university in test and measurement and research in CONICET, where there were some magazines that were interested in our works, in participating in meetings, congress about Flickr, and since that time I'm looking